Hello everyone, I am Neeraj Joshi. I welcome all of you in English class 12th. Today we are going to study Flamingo's a poem Aunt Jennifer's Tigers by Adrian Rich. So first of all, I would like to tell you about the poet. Adrian Rich, born 1929, died 2012, was an American poet, essayist, and radical feminist. She was called one of the most widely read and influential poets of the second half of the 20th century. She is widely known for her involvement in contemporary women's movement as a poet and theorist. A strong resistance to racism and militarism echoes through her work. In her poem Aunt Jennifer's Tigers, Adrian Rich addresses the issue of male dominance. The poem brings out the struggles and conflicts a woman has to go through in male chauvinistic society. Aunt Jennifer, the protagonist, is symbolic of women all over the world who are victims of oppression at the hands of the patriarchal system. Thus, the poem illustrates the poet's feminist concern. So, student, let's move to the poem. Aunt Jennifer's tigers prance across a screen, bright topaz denizens of a world of green. They do not fear the men beneath the tree, they pace in sleek chivalric certainty. So, student, the tough words of this stanza first is prance, which means jump or move. Screen, here the wall or the surface of the tapestry. Topaz, a bright yellow precious stone, and denizens, inhabitants. Chivalric means brave and honorable, and the last one, certainty, here means confidence. The rhyme scheme of this poem is AABB. So, the explanation here Aunt Jennifer's tiger prance across a screen of or panel and bright topaz denizens of a world of green. The poet describes them as bright colored, like the shining golden yellow jewel topaz. They do not fear the man beneath the tree. They pace in sleek chivalric certainty. Adrian Rich tells us they are free inhabitants of the green forest and are not scared of men standing under the tree. These tigers move about with grace, elegance, and confidence. Sleek, chivalric certainty means here grace, elegance, and confidence. They move about. Now, Aunt Jennifer's tigers are not real or living tigers. The message of this stanza is they are not real or living tigers. They are images created by her on tapestry. Aunt Jennifer, who is held captive by the oppressive hand of a patriarchal society, creates in her art an alternate world of freedom. The tigers represent her dreams, her desire to be free from constant fear and oppression that govern her life. These majestic and fearless tigers also present a sharp contrast to Aunt Jennifer herself, who is bound by the constraint of married life. This was the explanation of first stanza. Here we will see some poetic devices which Adrian Rich used. First, here metaphor, use of topaz to describe the yellow color of tigers. And second, anaphora. An- Anaphora is a technique where several phrases or verses begin with the same word or words as used here in the third line and fourth line. They do not, they pace. And let's move to the second stanza. Aunt Jennifer's fingers fluttering through her wool find even the ivory needle hard to pull. The massive weight of Uncle's wedding band sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. Fluttering means trembling, massive means heavy. In the second stanza, Aunt Jennifer appears to be creating beautiful images of the tigers by using wool. Aunt Jennifer's finger fluttering through her wool. Here, but she finds it quite hard to pull, even the ivory needle, which is very lightweighted. She is so terrorized and tortured that she is unable to carry the weight of the wool. The massive weight of Uncle's wedding band sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. She says her fingers flutter. The uncle's wedding band seems heavy on her hand. It suggests that she feels burdened with her marital responsibilities. So, through this stanza, the poet wants to convey the fact that a woman throughout her lifetime works to glorify the tigers so that her husband, but she feels so much subjugated that the marital bond becomes a burden on her. This is also the reality of Aunt Jennifer's life. Finger fluttering, the poetic devices figure of speech used here, alliteration. Alliteration is a repetition of the beginning sound of neighboring words. Fingers fluttering. The figure of speech is alliteration here. Let's move to the third stanza. When Aunt is dead, her terrified hands will lie still ringed with ordeals she was mastered by. The tigers in the panel that she made will go on prancing proud and unafraid. Ringed means confined or tied up. Ordeals means unpleasant experiences. Mastered means controlled. Panel means flat board. So, the final stanza reveals a sad truth. The poet says that even death will not be able to release Aunt Jennifer from the trauma she had to undergo during her lifetime. Her life will be a story of her ordeals or her unpleasant or painful experience and the oppression that she was subjected to. However, the tigers created by her will be eternal. They will always be proud and unafraid. Here, we get a glimpse of an oft quoted conventional theme in poetry that art endures beyond human life. Perhaps the poet wants to say that the women themselves are creating these tigers. They need to break their shackles and be unafraid like the tigers themselves. One more thing that can be inferred from the poem is that Aunt Jennifer, who for long has borne the miseries she was subjected to, now longs for freedom from dominance and male chauvinism. This was the explanation of this poem Aunt Jennifer's Tigers by Adrian Rich. I hope that you went through this poem, you understood it, If you like this video, please like and subscribe our channel Sarda Public School. Thank you so much.